Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. And this week I want to talk about the bump and run shot. Okay, so obviously with the conditions that we're all playing in a minute, it's very firm, very hard. It means that in some scenarios we don't really have the option to go quite high. Okay, so having this shot available to us is going to help us get it running out like a putt as soon as we can. Yeah, and we would use this typically when you're sort of close to the green, or where we've sort of got too much fringe or rough to come through that we need to just carry it a short distance before it rolls out. Okay, so to play this shot, you can use well, you can use a variety of clubs. Some people like to use it with a sort of playing it with like a 9-iron or a wedge or something with a little bit less loft, so they don't have to manipulate their setup. Okay, I'm actually going to be playing this with a 56. Okay, so I typically like to use the same club around the greens, but I like to manipulate how the shot is pulled off. Okay, so for this shot here, okay, to be able to change my trajectory and where I want to land it to play the shot that I want to play, okay, the first thing I'm going to do is move the ball position back in my stance. Okay, so for a typical chip shot, it would be sort of just middle of my stance. Okay, pretty much it'd be very similar setup wise to a sort of a normal chip. So ball in the middle, sternum, and everything else in front of the golf ball to get low point in front. But I'm just going to be moving it further back. It's going to help me deal off the club and help it sort of go a little bit lower with a bit more run out. Similar to like if you wanted to hit it lower with a full swing, you'd move your ball position back. Same applies here when we're sort of just chipping around the green. Okay, so obviously with that change in ball flight, I'm going to have to change my swing length as well. So if I was sort of taking a swing back to here and through to here for a normal chip, when I move that ball position back, it's going to be a little bit shorter shot where I'm just trying to control where it lands to then allow for it to roll out. Okay. The only other thing I want to think about when I'm playing this shot is I think about that when I'm playing it, it's almost a race between my hands and the club head. Okay, so if I try and get the club head overtaking my hands, it's going to throw off my low point. Okay, I'm more just focusing on this point here about trying to get the ball first and delivering the club in the right position in terms of not presenting too much loft or taking loft off. Okay, so the only thing I really think about when I'm playing this shot is I want my left hand to be the first thing that reaches the golf ball. Yeah, it's very similar to sort of stuff that Dan Grieve teaches. So this would be what like a release one, where the club is sort of staying behind my hands until after I've made contact. Okay. So then when playing the shot, like I say, it's just further back to my stance, still narrow, still leaning left, shorter swing length, letting my left hand win the race to the ball